We are getting increasingly specific about what we're betting on as far as narratives for the next crypto bull cycle. And as always, basing our research on these narratives, we have 3 projects that we're looking at today that are probably not going to be your usual layer 1s or layer 2s. These are going to be the picks and shovels, if you will, of the Web3 ecosystem. And the analogy goes like this. When you invest in picks and shovels, you're not relying on the prospector for gold, i.e. individual crypto projects, to be successful. Instead, you are taking a holistic approach. You're selling the tools that every crypto project out there needs, regardless of what it's trying to accomplish. The picks and the shovels in this case are the types of Web3 infrastructure that all projects need. Not some, not most, all of them. So things like storage, oracles, and our topic for today as well, which is data organization and queries. We are counting down 3 ultra high potential altcoins that represent the pick and shovel infrastructure for Web3 that all crypto projects and altcoins are going to make use of in the next big bull run. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie. This is Altcoin Buzz. I wish you the best of luck if you choose to invest. But the reality is, I'm not a financial or investment advisor. And that means this video is not official financial or investment advice. I know you've heard me say this before, and you're probably bored with it by now, but look, Web3 infrastructure, especially areas like oracles, as with Chainlink, or querying protocols like PARSIQ and the Graph, are some of the lowest risk areas in the market. And therefore, at the beginning of our list here at number 1, we're looking at the Graph, ticker GRT, which really is the behemoth in this sector. It's the top dog. And the Graph is the biggest player in this category, really in terms of adoption and project value. They've got multiple terrific features, like letting you create your own subgraphs for, say, Uniswap or Dodo Finance, which is pretty cool. And the Graph uses GraphQL, which is a powerful query language. It's very different than the simpler REST APIs that Covalent, another choice on our list, offers today. And the Graph also offers one of those features that we love in projects that we tend to look for, a burn mechanism, so as not to dilute the supply all that much. And if you've been keeping up to speed with our investment strategy and our monthly updates, you know that GRT is part of our 50x master portfolio. The Graph is number 45 right now in terms of project rank by market cap value, which sits right now at $978 million. They've issued 91% of all their tokens and have the burn mechanism that I mentioned. So that's a great tokenomics characteristic right there. The only major downside, honestly, to the tokenomics is that while the current total supply is 10 billion, it could potentially be infinite. So if that's a red flag for you, if that's something that you have a problem with, be aware that is part of the reality. But overall, the Graph is a great technology play for Web3. We have high hopes for the Graph and its token, of course, GRT, in the upcoming crypto bull run. Project number 2 that we're looking at is PARSIQ, ticker PRQ. And this is a top value Web3 infrastructure project. There's a lot to love about this one. I think it offers nearly everything the Graph does, but its token costs about 60 times less, which means that instead of a $978 million market cap, you're looking at one that's only $14.59 million. And PARSIQ has basic API solutions like Covalent and advanced customized API solutions like the Graph. Its Tsunami API lets you do all kinds of filtering that many other APIs don't offer. And in fact, their data lakes program will design a whole custom API just for one specific project. This is an amazing service for complex projects, especially because it's like having a separate custom development team just for what your project needs from querying. But without the overhead, of course, the expenses and the salaries that would otherwise need to be paid. Again, amazing versatility, flexibility, and options for projects of all sizes, and yet they're only a fraction of the price of the Graph. So therefore, I expect both to grow from here, but obviously there's more upward potential for PARSIQ. Coming soon is some big news improving PRQ's tokenomics as well. So I very much expect PARSIQ's price to reflect its true value much sooner than later, and especially in the upcoming bull run. Project number 3, last but not least on our list for today, we're looking at Covalent, which is in the organizing blockchain data category of Web3 infrastructure. So remember, all blockchain data really, at the end of the day, is just a series of zeros and ones. So it needs to be organized in some way so that you can search for your transaction data or for that whale wallet that you may want to follow. And these types of services give block explorers what they need to be such effective tools in this industry. Covalent has what they call a unified API. All three on our list today use APIs as a way to communicate with the chain to get the data they need. And Covalent says that they can act as a single API for many blockchains, which is good, right? Well, honestly, yes and no. Simple is good. There's no question about that. And from the many transactions it has processed, Covalent's APIs work. Again, that's good. But what about, for example, if a chain has a special customized need, or the chain has different tech from EVM, like Cardano, which has unique tech but follows the same UTXO transaction model as Bitcoin? Is all that compatible with Covalent's existing API? It looks like sometimes yes and sometimes no, to be honest. So token balances and transaction history are good. And for projects to add crypto taxation info is a nice benefit too. But it also looks limiting in some ways. Let's take a look now at the token. Covalent sits at number 372 among crypto projects ranked by market cap at $58.4 million. And it has 60% or 607 million out of 1 billion tokens issued. And it's priced right here at 9.5 cents currently per CQT token. But here's the thing, its tokenomics suck. I'm being candid about this. Really, they truly do suck. The team and advisors only have 16.4%. That's not bad. The two private sales and public sales for 27% have taken place already. So the only amount I know for sure is available to the public is the public sale of 3.4%, which already took place, and then staking for 8%. This means 11.4%, and however much of the 20% for ecosystem you feel comfortable allocating is all that's available for the public. So this is one of the lowest numbers we've seen anywhere for any project in crypto. But that said, if you believe in it and think the insiders will hold on, then you can get the token and stake it for a return of up to 20% depending on the platform fees. So overall, pretty good on the tech, but not so great on the token.